What's going on, guys? This is Matt Horner here with Sports Mockery, welcoming you all back to the Wager Sphere to get you all set and ready to bet on Tuesday Night Football. We don't get Tuesday Night Football. We just don't ever get it. So, one of the only good things about this time we're living in right now, these extraordinary times with COVID-19 and the virus, is everything is terrible, right? It's all bad, but we get to experience things that maybe we normally wouldn't, right? And Tuesday Night Football is one of those things. You're never really going to have Tuesday Night Football ever again once we get vaccines out and once this thing, starts to depart from our lives. And like last week, Wednesday Night Football, like when is this stuff ever going to happen again? It may never in all of your lifetimes, my lifetime. Who knows if this stuff ever is going to happen again? Hopefully it doesn't. We pray it doesn't, but it is a unique experience, and we're going to get you all set and ready to bet on said experience. So you've got the Dallas Cowboys, Andy Dalton, traveling to the Charm City to take on Lamar Jackson, who is returning off the COVID list, who has recovered from COVID, to take on the Ravens. So this is a game that Baltimore absolutely has to win, bar none, right? Baltimore is just south of me. I am in Pennsylvania. And let me just tell you, Baltimore fans around here, they are livid. They are not very happy with their team right now, which is funny because as being a Bears fan, we're 5-7, and we're, let's be honest here, we're used to mediocrity, right? We're used to this franchise being run so poorly, and ownership not having a clue on how to hire anybody that knows how to run football operations. Baltimore has been good like since their beginning. And then they literally got created, and very rarely does Baltimore like have terrible seasons, right? It just doesn't happen for the Ravens. But the fans around here, let me just tell you, they are spoiled rotten. They don't know what it's like to have a really poorly run football franchise. So, yeah, that's all I say to them. Sad. It's just really sad. So, anyway, we're going to get you all set to bet on this game. But first, I want to talk about DraftKings. Look, DraftKings is offering an absolutely fantastic promotion right now, up to $1,000 deposit bonus when you deposit a minimum of $5. So if you're a novice bettor, right? If you're somebody who's just watching this for the first time, you're like, oh, I want more out of my football games. If I'm not watching my team, if you're a Bears fan, if I'm not watching the Bears, give me another reason to watch this primetime game. Give me another reason to watch Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Not that you need more of a reason, but this is even more of one because if you deposit $5 on DraftKings, you get 20% of your deposit in free money. So if you're a novice bettor, you just say, oh, okay, I'm just going to put $5 down on, I don't know, Lamar Jackson over rushing yards. Put $5 down on that. Well, you get a free buck. You get a free dollar. So why not do it? It's free money. There's no reason not to. You're here, you're watching this video. That means you probably bet or you're interested in sports betting. So DraftKings is offering this promotion. Go claim your free money. And if you're a hardcore bettor and you're watching this right now, listen, you probably already have a DraftKings account, not going to lie. But if you don't, for some reason, go sign up. And, if you're a hardcore, if you're a high roller, $5,000 really shouldn't be much, right? If you're a high roller, put 5,000 in your account, you get a free grand, right? I mean, how can you beat that? It's $1,000 for free. And if you're putting that much money down, you probably know what you're doing in terms of betting. So $1,000 free to bet is probably, just going to give you endless more possibilities on what you're going to do on the site. So link in the description box below. Go ahead, go to DraftKings, sign up today, get your free money, make it rain. That's what we do up here in the Wager Sphere. We make it rain. We win. That's what we want to get you guys to do, and that's what we're going to do tonight on Tuesday Night Football. So, Baltimore Ravens need this victory, right? I mean, they absolutely need this like nothing else. They're 6-5 right now. The AFC playoff picture is kind of starting to crunch down on them at that number. The Patriots are 6-6. Look out for them. They're starting to win football games right now, and they have the tiebreaker over Baltimore. So if Baltimore manages to screw this up and not beat Andy Dalton and the hapless Cowboys, they're 6-6, and New England jumps them. Yeah, the Patriots, who we all left for dead, like what, a month ago. Yeah, they jump them. So Baltimore needs this like it needs, some guy in the desert needs water, right? I mean, they need this bad. They need this bad. They're at home, and the Cowboys, I don't really have to get that much into the Dallas Cowboys. Andy Dalton, we know, how he's performed. He's thrown an interception, at least one interception in every single game that he has played so far this year for the Dallas Cowboys. It's not going so well. He has a 77 QBR. The defense stinks. They've improved a bit, I guess, since the beginning of the season, which is hilarious because you had Dak Prescott at the beginning of the season who can actually put up numbers, who can actually give you quality quarterback play, and you're letting up like a bazillion points a game. And now you have Andy Dalton, who is incompetent, and the defense somehow is just huh, all right, now we're actually going to play semi-decently. It's like the Bears, right? We actually had good offensive play in the last game, and then the defense is nah, yeah, we're done with this. So, it's just, it's the wonder. It's the wonder of sports. Who knows, right? Why does it happen? I don't know, but we're here to bet on it. It's fun. So yeah, Baltimore needs this game like nothing else. And to me, that right there, simply motivation. And you're giving me Lamar Jackson at home. He's well rested, obviously. He's been out for over a week. He's getting over COVID. But that's another thing you do have to consider here. You look at other players who have gotten COVID, and then when they come back, like the next week, they don't play as well for whatever reason. Maybe it's after effects of it. I don't know. I haven't gotten it personally. It maybe there's just something there that you're just fatigued, or I don't know what it is. But once you get over it, it seems like these players don't play as well. So I would be really interested to see how that affects Lamar Jackson tonight in the game against the Cowboys. You've seen it with Cam Newton. I mean, Cam Newton's playing better now, right? I mean, they're winning football games. He's actually playing better, and at least a little bit more consistently. He can actually throw the football, and he can actually run the football a little bit, like he wasn't doing there for a little while. It was just, I don't even know what he was. He was just a tree in the backfield for the Patriots. But yeah, so that's one thing you have to consider when you look at this game. Lamar Jackson off the COVID list. Who knows? I don't know how he's going to perform. But for me, if I had to pick a side here, look, the Ravens are laying 7.5 points. The Cowboys are getting 7.5 points. They're in Baltimore. I don't want to play a side in this game at the current number. If somehow the Ravens were to get down under 7 to 6.5, yeah, they only have to win by a touchdown, I'd probably consider that. I would probably make that bet. The Ravens get to 6.5, laying 6.5. I would make that bet. But it's 7.5 right now. I really don't have anything. I don't want to pick the Cowboys. I don't want to pick them. So, but I think the best thing to do with this game is to tease it. I did this for the game, well, tonight, but last night for all of you who are viewing this, the Bills and the 49ers. So I had the 49ers in the game, but what I did is I also did a teaser for the game. So San Francisco ended up being favored. So I didn't think this was going to be a blowout on either side. I thought it was going to be a decently close game. 34-24, decently close. Maybe a little further apart than I thought it was going to be. But I did a teaser to where I took Buffalo up to 7.5, and I paired that with the over, and I took the over down from 47 down to 42. And that easily hit in the game. And I got a nice little payout there, almost double my money for that. So I think that's another bet you can make in this game. Tease the Ravens down in this game to, it's 7.5 right now. Tease them down to 1.5. So all they have to do is basically win by a field goal, win by 2 points somehow, safety. And then you win that part, then take the over and you bring that down to, it's at 45 right now. I'd bring it down. 45 is pretty low anyway. But honestly, most of the time, if you bring the total down to 42, 40, it's probably going to hit. in today's NFL, there's a very, very good chance that hits. The average total is 50. So if you bring that down to 42, 40, something like that, you pair it with the Ravens minus 1.5, because I think they're going to win the football game because they desperately need to win the football game. I think that's a winner every time. Like, you know, I hate to toot my own horn, but I really do think that's a winner every single time you do it. So I think that's one way to attack this game. So if I was to pick without teasing, I would pick the Ravens and I would pick the over. But I'm not officially playing that. So if you want to see my official plays when they come out, go to my Twitter at Matty Betts. That's 2 underscores after that. I'll be posting about the game. I'll be posting my plays before the game, all that type of stuff on there. So go follow me on there. You'll get pretty much all my information, all my bets and stuff like that, and my plays. So if you want to tail me or if you want to fade me, that's up to you guys, but you'll have that information for you in the game. So with that, I hope all of you have had a fantastic weekend. This was a wonderful weekend in the NFL. So many close games, so many things that were decided on, like, crazy plays and stuff like that. Just some tilting experiences too, man. I'll tell you, tilting experiences. But personally, I won big this past weekend. It was a nice weekend. So if you want to win big, keep following us here at Sports Mockery. We give pretty much every single day of the week sports betting articles out. Myself and Kevin Wells, we just win. Right? That's all we do. We win. So we put out articles pretty much every day to get all of you set to bet on all the NFL games, college games, everything that's really going on right now in sports. We want to make sure that our readers and our viewers get the best sports betting content possible. So with that, guys, I will see you all in the next video. I will see you all in the next article. And until then, you guys have a fantastic day. Wager Sphere out.